The New York Islanders beat the Carolina Hurricanes 4-3. Get a load of this in regulation. That doesn't happen very often. Whoa, the Isles with a surprising victory today, but it was a well-earned win. Lots to talk about in this one. Almost too much good things happen to forget, and sometimes too many bad things to be said as well. But the one thing that stuck out to me tonight, biggest biggest thing that stuck out to me tonight was our passing. I have been so hard on our passing because this team barely can make the easiest of passes, but tonight, holy smokes, looked like the 1972 Russians flipping around the puck tonight the way they were going around there. It was a thing of beauty to so now I know you can make good passes and I know you can do it on a consistent level because you pretty much did it for the entire game tonight. So when I'm harping on you about how bad your passing has been, that's just laziness. That's just not focusing. That's just not focusing and bearing down. But tonight, what a display of passing tonight by the Islanders. I really haven't seen that good of a passing display by the Islanders in a game this season. So super game tonight. However, it started out in typical Islander fashion, especially for those games. I mean, it's not quite a an afternoon game. It's more an early evening game, but sports players are creatures of habits, and that's just not really a normal time for them to be playing. And sometimes it takes when you're playing in a time slot that you're not normally used to. Sometimes it takes a while to get the legs going and get into the groove and get into the oh my God, I'm in a game. I better pick things up here. And for me, this game kind of started out like that for the Islanders. It was a bit of a snoozer. I didn't think I didn't think the Canes were much better than us either. I thought they looked kind of sleepy. Yet, however, we're saying that, even though I thought the Canes looked sleepy, they were still dominating us in the first period with possession. And then eventually it's just a fluke goal, another one going off Dobson's skate into the net. And Svechnikov scores from Aho and Gostisbehere. So it's just I mean, at the time, I was sort of upset about it, but I guess I was realizing we could have been down 1-0 anyway with the way we've been playing, and it just doesn't surprise me. But I just gotta say, and the next Carolina goal that gets scored is another kind of fluky goal. But I just want to say that it's amazing how many fluky goals go in against the Islanders, and it's really amazing how fluky go in for us. How many like it just seems like our goals are like have to do everything in our power to score a goal, and other teams got pucks bouncing off our defensemen's skates and flipping over here and there, and it just seems to come easy for them, and it's just never easy for the Islanders, but. So I'm kind of thinking to myself after that period of being dominated in play, I'm thinking, oh, this is just going to be another typical afternoon snoozer kind of game. But much to my surprise, the Islanders came out. They came out in the second period, and that was probably their best period of the year. They came out flying, and what a beautiful goal JG Pajot gets from Noah Dobson and Sipakov. But the thing is on this goal is just so the passing plays were just so beautiful on it. Sipakov with just a sweet exit to the zone, which I had talked about, like he's so good at doing, and making a beautiful pass to Noah in close to the skates of the defender, and then Noah just making a really good stop up move and great pass to Pager. It was a pretty goal. It was nice to see, and definitely put a smile on my face. And I thought, okay, it's 1-1 now. I guess I get to cheer for the next 35 minutes for a 1-1 tie because that seems to be the norm with the Islanders these days. So, but it was a pleasant surprise to see. I should mention Carolina's goal in the first period, and not only was a fluke off our defenseman. But of course, it's a power play goal, right? And it's right at the end of the power play. So they could have killed it off, but no, fluke goal. But there goes the PK again. All of a sudden, another goal. That's three power play goals in a row scored against us, 2 for 2 last game. Now this one, 3 for 3. And then lo and behold, wouldn't you know it? Svechnikov gets himself another power play goal, which is it was really deflating because it was for a penalty that should have never been. It really shouldn't have. I mean, Sh- uh, Svechnikov just couldn't hold on to his stick. And then I think the guy realized that he shouldn't have called a penalty on it. And then he tried to change it up to interference on Mayfield. And that's a bogus call itself. The refereeing in itself was absolutely horrendous in this game. And I love complaining about the refs when I win. I much prefer complaining about the refs when I win because then it just doesn't sound like sour grapes. But my God, are these guys horrible or what? Like seriously, what was that Lee penalty on Kachenkov? Like, and then Kachenkov getting an interference penalty. I'm going, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you calling out there? Like, there's no penalty on either guy. None on Lee, none on Kachenkov. It should have been just play carry on. But I mean, his mask came off, so they eventually would have blown it down if the Islanders didn't put it into the empty net pretty quick. But I'm going like the refereeing just was so sus. And I thought, what a brutal way to go down 2-1 after we tied up because goals come so hard for us. So I'm thinking like we worked so hard to get this game tied back up, and we're playing better in the period, and it's a some phantom call against Mayfield that just should have never been. And lo and behold, it's 2-1 for Carolina. And that's usually at about the point where you say that's game, set, and match for the Islanders. But the boys pick it up and they answer right away. Wally scoring his second of the year unassisted. There was super play by both McLean and Cizikas on it. It was an unassisted goal, but both of those guys Mc, McLean broke up the pass from getting to the guy who's going out. Cizikas broke up the pass from the guy trying to get it, and Wally just came swooping in and took it off the defender's stick and gets himself an unassisted goal. So it was so nice to see. I'm so happy for Wally. I talked a lot about well, actually I'll save that for when I talk about him in the when we talk about the players, but great to see. And it was so nice to have such a quick response. And that was super to see. And all of a sudden we're in the game 2-2 and I'm going, holy smokes, this is like new territory for us, 2-2 against a really good team. So uh, pretty happy about the way it's progressing, and then lo and behold, what a goal for Bo Horvat! It was a beauty, and I just want to say, Sipakov does not get the credit for the assist on this one, which he should have gotten assist. Well, no, he shouldn't have gotten assist because it got stolen off, but it was how he got that puck out of our zone. I keep talking about that all the time. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful play to get it out of the zone and up to Pager. And then all of a sudden, Bo's got, well, he's got to make a good shot. It's an empty net, but it's from distance and it's from an angle. So it's a nice way to get the monkey off his back. So you could certainly see it in his celebration. And then lo and behold, all of a sudden, oh, I actually skipped a goal. I see. I'm so excited about how this went down. And it was also bang, 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 bang like that was Siplikov's goal. What a beautiful goal that was. And that was assisted from Pajot and Horvat. But if you could throw on another assist, you'd have to give the assist to Siplikov because he's the one who once again broke the puck out of the Islander zone. He did it twice in the game while we were 5-on-6, heavily under pressure. Once when a penalty was about to be called, but he did, or no, they were both on the 5-on-6. I stand corrected. But what a goal by Sipakov. It was a beauty, and I love the way Sip loves to shoot. Now, that kick up play that he made behind the one skate up to your stick, all of us hockey players can make that play. It looks beautiful when it's done, but I may say that we can all make that play, but only certain players can make that play under pressure around a whole bunch of defenders and put it straight on your stick and then just make a move like that to have an empty net. What a beautiful goal by Sipakov. What a great game by Sipakov again tonight. So yeah, it's just super. Max picking up his fifth, and they're starting to come a little bit quicker now. 3 goals in 5 games. So just keep up the good work. And then, well, I'll save it for the players again. Like I get so excited about him, it's amazing. But Bo Horvat then gets that goal to put us up 4-2, and this is danger zone. Will Robinson, danger, danger, danger. We're up 4-2 with 3 minutes left in the second period. What could go wrong, right, Islander fans? What could go wrong? Well, somehow, some way we survived the rest of the second period. Ilya making a couple of super saves in there to get us there. We'll talk about a save he made in the third period, which is basically why we won the game, was because of that save. It's the thing of beauty. So, like I said, we're in danger zone, but it's pretty weird. Like, we were outshot real bad in the third period. We were outshot 19-2, but I gotta tell you, it didn't feel like 19-2. I'll say 15 of those shots weren't of much danger. I mean, they were just tossing the puck from everywhere on Ilya, and but let's talk about the save that he made coming across like that on Natchez. And Natchez has been bearing everything this year. He's second in the scoring, 1 point behind the scoring lead right now. So, uh, I mean, Ilya stretched every inch he could. He looked like Gumby the goaltender for sure. Just a beautiful, beautiful save, something that we always can expect from Ilya. Uh, in the third period, like I said, 19-2 in shots, but I just really didn't feel that threatened. The only time I felt threatened was when they finally scored a 6-on-5 goal, Kotkaniemi from Gus Despera and Natchez. I guess that would make Natchez tied for the scoring lead. So he's the scoring leader. What a save that was by Sorokin. So the only time I really got nervous was with 48 seconds left in the game, even though, like I said, we were being outshot badly, but I just thought we were playing really well on how we were defending that. So, uh, and really the final 48 seconds were not completely heart-stopping. So it was well done by the Islanders and a well-earned 4-3 victory. It was huge. It was huge in so many factors. This as third time, third or fourth time. I think it's only the third time. Third time we've been 0-2 with a shot at going 0-3, and we've yet to do it. And this team just continues to float and float and float around. I mean, we entered going into this game tonight in 13th place in the conference. That win got us up to 10th place in the conference. That's just how tight it is. And before we won, we were only 2 points away from the basement of the conference. So it's so tight. And it's Saturday night, and there's a full slate of games. We're in 10th place now. A lot of the teams that we're competing against, at the time of this podcast, looked like they were doing well in their games. So the Islanders could fall 1, 2, 3 spots again by time the night ends. So, but the most important part is that they took care of their own business, and that was the key. So, take care of your own business, and it'll the rest will take care of itself. So, once again, we're one game under 500, moved up the standings a little bit. Good news for us. Now we need another complete effort. Hockey is such a crazy game because you think about those teams that you think that your team should have beat, like, oh, the Islanders, we should have beat these guys, we should have beat these guys. Well, the Canes had that happen to them tonight. The Canes fans are all going, man, how did we lose to the Islanders? And it's just that's just how tight the NHL is. Anybody can win at any time. And overall, I gotta say, like it was a weird domination in the first period by Carolina, a complete domination by the Islanders in the second period. And even though the shots say that the Canes really completely dominated us, it was all to the outside, all to the outside. So Islanders got to be happy with the regulation win for sure. So let's talk about the players now. Okay, here's a big surprise. You guys are gonna have to listen to TK rave about Maxine Siplikov again. Holy smokes, man! It's all the same things over and over and over again. I mean, another goal and assist, another 2-point night, plus three, 17 minutes of ice time, one shot on net, and a beautiful goal. What a goal it was! What as he kicked it up. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet on Max because I think anybody who watches my podcast know how I feel about Siplikov. So uh, he did it all again tonight, and I was super impressed how. And as soon as I saw the puck on his stick when we were 5-on-6, I knew even though Siplikov was under pressure that he'd get the puck out, and he did it both times. It was just a thing to watch. I know it's crazy that I'm so in love with how he does this, but it's just something. I mean, we got a goal on one of his exits, the beautiful exit tonight. So I have to be excited about it. So, but anyway, I'll keep it short on Max. But like I said in the last podcast, whatever line Sipakov goes on automatically becomes the best line. And the line put together tonight, Horvat, Peugeot, and Sipakov, guess who's the best line? Whatever line Sipakov's on. How did Palms and Brock do tonight? They were okay, but sure, we didn't look so dominant. I wonder why. Oh, I guess Max wasn't on the line. No, they didn't get any slouch. They got Anders Lee on that line, but it just goes to show you how big of an engine driver that Siplikov is on a line. He is amazing. Okay, shut up. No more. I'm done. I'm sure I'll talk about him when I'm talking about somebody else. All right, let's go to Holmstrom. I thought Holmstrom had a pretty and it's just a solid game, just a solid game. You know, he didn't do nothing great. Didn't He did some nice defensive plays that I saw out there and that. So he's got zeros across the board for the game with 15 minutes of ice time. And I thought he played well, but I thought that it was one of the lines getting dominated in ice time tonight. But once again, like I said, not a, all to the outside, and that's Holmstrom making that happen. He really does push play to the outside. He's very, very good defensive player. Bo Horvat could not be happier for him. As soon as I saw that he was going to be on the line with Siplikov tonight, I thought to myself, I said, I think this could be the night that Bo gets his goal. Ironically, Sip doesn't get an assist on the play, even though he's the one who got it out of the zone to start that play. But I just had a good feeling once he was with Siplikov. And sure enough, he comes through with goal and assist, 2 points, plus three tonight. Same with Siplikov, plus three as well. So really an outstanding night for that line. Fantastic night for that line. And Bo had 18 minutes of ice time. He was flying out there. He really was. Matt Martin had 8 minutes of ice time, 9 minutes, nine shifts. And I said, you know what? And now that I'm thinking about it, there was a point early in the third period where the fourth line, McLean, Martin, and them went out there. And I said, that should be the last time they step on the ice. I think their shift was hemmed in for about a minute and 30 seconds. I can't recall seeing them again. So maybe that's what happened. But overall, with the fourth line, they put zeros across the board. So for me, that's an okay game for Martin. And basically, you can cut and paste the same thing for Fashing. The only difference between Fashing and Martin tonight was Fashing got one more minute of ice time and a shot on net. Palmieri, I thought Palms missed Sipakov out there tonight. I really did. He had 21 and a half minutes of ice time. He had three shots on net. I thought he had a good game, but that real polish to that line, that chemistry is magic between Palms, Nelson, and Sipakov. So uh, tough one for Kyle tonight. Like I said, he didn't really make anything happen. He still had a good game. Still had a good game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say anything bad. So happy for Wally. So happy for Wally to see him score tonight. And the funny thing is, like I harped all early season long that how hard it is for Wally to try and look good when he keeps getting stuck with players like Martin and Engvall. And then we've had this little bit of adjustment in the last little bit where Wally's kind of moved up with a little bit, not 100% great talent, but better talent than what he's been playing with. And in the first game, he really didn't do much. And then, so it's a natural tendency of people to go, well, look, he's playing good and he still can't do anything. You still need a game or two or three or four or five. That's how it works sometimes. You actually got to give it a chance. You can't, if you're going to switch up lines and you want to try a certain combination, you actually got to give it a fair kick at the can. And then once you give it a fair kick in the can and it doesn't work, then you just know not to go back to that again. So, yeah, super happy for Wally tonight. He seems to be getting around the 11 and a half minute mark of ice time, but he had three shots on net, which was super to see. And being a plus is awesome for him. Getting the goal is even better. So that had to feel pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Anders, the same thing is Anders is the same thing as Palms, really. They played together tonight, and Anders only had 16 minutes of ice time, but uh, you know, he had some shots on net, so or no, he didn't have any shots on net, so he had a block shot. But it wasn't Anders' best game, but which is kind of surprising to me because he Palms, Nelson, and Anders have played together before, so that did kind of surprise me. And I thought the same thing for Nelson. I thought Nelson missed Siplikov as well. So the whole line goes a -1 tonight. I'm not sure how many of them picked up that minus on the 6-on-5. That's hard when you get a minus on a 6-on-5, but hey, it happens. So what can you do? Uh, I guess they all had to get the minus on the 6-and-5 because the other two goals were power play. So yeah, everybody who was minus tonight gave it up on a 6-on-5. So you can't even really be mad at those guys who are in the minus department. Really, it was like I said, it was a pretty good game by the Islanders. Kyle McLean, I thought he was better tonight. I thought I saw a little more jump out of Kyle tonight. And he ended up being a +1 for his effort and had 10 and a half minutes of ice time. He didn't get any shots or block shots or anything, but or like that. But he just seemed a little more engaged in the game tonight, but skating around a lot faster as well. So that was good to see. Pager, what can you say about Pager tonight? First star of the game, 3 points, goal, two assists, +3, 17 minutes, 45 seconds of ice time, 24 shifts, and one shot on net. And great job at the faceoff dot. Great job at the faceoff dot. I mean, this team rocks when it comes to the faceoff. And we're outstanding team, and it's so nice to have it. Zeker, I thought Zeker had a pretty good game too. He got almost 12 minutes of ice time and got one blocked shot in there. Like I said, I thought Zeker, McLean, and Wallstrom actually were pretty good. They didn't. Yeah, they seem pretty good. I didn't see him making a whole lot of terrible mistakes out there tonight. So actually a pretty good effort by the line. Ryan Pollock, +1, 24 and a half minutes of ice again, five blocked shots, and one shot on net. Like I said, a couple of minutes and penalties. Just a, so what more do you want? Can you expect from this guy? He's a warrior. He's doing a great job leading our defensive core right now. No Dodson. I thought it's because he had less ice time, 21 minutes and 23 seconds. But I thought no, it's really noticeable tonight, and I thought he played very well. And he laid somebody out. He literally flattened the guy. I went, yes, Noah, way to go, because he was already having a good game. And then when I saw him flatten that guy, I went, oh man. This is up in one of your better games there, Noah. So pretty happy with Noah tonight grabbing an assist. He was a +2 as well. 21, 23 in ice time, like I said, and he had 6 shots on net, plus a block shot as well, but 6 shots on net. He was definitely joining the play a lot tonight, and he looked good doing it. Scotty Mayfield, typical Scotty Mayfield game, 16 and a half minutes in ice time, picked up a penalty and 4 block shots. Pretty much what you expect out of Scotty. Great game, Scotty. I thought Cholowski looked pretty good in there tonight too, as well. I read that wrong. I thought he had Romanov's minutes, but Cholowski almost 14 minutes of ice time, and it was a +1. So, with 1 block shots, I thought he did a good job. A lot of times getting the puck out of our end, and I didn't see him really making any big defensive gas out there tonight. So. Really happy with what I saw with Cholowski. Romanov, I thought, had an excellent game, and I guess it shows because he got the most ice time tonight with 25 minutes. And once again, he lays somebody almost over the boards, and Butch was right. I think Romy actually took something off there. He could have put him over the boards if he wanted to, but yeah, he set that whole thing up real nice. But Romy had 7 blocked shots tonight. 7 blocked shots. So. That's just outstanding. But mind you, like I said, Carolina chucks pucks from everywhere. So you get some pretty easy block shots as well. So you get some muffins. Get a couple of muffins on those knee pads that you don't really feel. So, but still, 7 block shots. That's a lot of block shots. Isaiah George, the most block shots for a defenseman, for a rookie defenseman this year was 6 block shots. 17 and a half minutes of ice time, +2. Great game. I mean, I didn't really see any major defensive gaffes out there by him at all. I thought he was very solid, very solid. 6 block shots. Let's just recap that. So basically, we had Romanoff with 7 block shots. We had George with 6 block shots. We had Pollock with 5 block shots, and we had Mayfield with 4 block shots. Dobson and Jaloski should be ashamed of themselves with 1 block shot each. But yeah, like I said, a lot of those block shots are muffins, but still, great job, guys. Way to get your body in front of the puck. Shows you want to win the game. And what can you say about Ilya Sorokin? I wish that last goal hadn't went in on him, so his save percentage would have been a little better. But Ilya just, I know Ilya will write that off. All he cares about is winning the game, and he'll be try to be better next game. So. 903 save percentage, but fluky goals continue to go in on Ilya all the time, and it's just like, what's the guy supposed to do? I would love to go back and see a compilation of every goal scored against Sorokin, and just take out every single fluky goal that went in against him, and just see what his numbers would actually be like. I think they'd be absolutely outstanding. So. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the players tonight. But overall, my synopsis would be that we're hanging around. We're hanging around again. Like I said, third time tonight going, could have went 3 games under 500, didn't do it. Just staying afloat, and we're getting some promising news about some guys getting on the ice and that. So if they could hang around, if they could pull off another surprise victory in the next game and get us back to 500, with these guys getting closer, it will pretty much be mission accomplished. It really will. It really will. But I have to say, the NHL standings this year are absolutely insane. It's nuts. It's nuts how close everybody is. It's just like it's almost like you go to a from a playoff spot to the worst team in the conference and having a bad week. That's how crazy this whole standing thing is. I wasn't expected to be very excited tonight with tonight's game because I was expecting to get a good old ass whooping from the Canes tonight. I didn't get to see that, which was a pleasant surprise for me. And I hope all you guys and girls out there enjoyed it as much as I did. Y'all take care out there. Have a great Saturday night and peace out.